Hey everyone, welcome back to the second devlog for Project Saki. This week was all about tightening up some core mechanics and polishing the dojo environment, and it ended up being more of a learning experience than I expected. I started by working on collisions, both for Saki, our main character, and for the dojo walls and room borders. At first, everything technically worked, but visually it looked completely wrong. Saki's body and even her shadow were still showing up over the walls and borders whenever she got close to them, which really broke the depth of the scene. To fix this, I began adjusting the z-index values and experimenting with Y sorting to make sure objects rendered in the correct order. It seemed straightforward at first, but it quickly got confusing because even after setting the correct configurations on the parent nodes, some visuals still wouldn't sort properly. Eventually, I realized that every single subnode inside a character or object scene needs its own correct z-index and y-sort settings. If even one layer is off, the whole thing stopped working, which was a little frustrating, and it definitely made me wish Godot had a simple way for parent nodes to pass those configurations down automatically. Maybe that exists and I haven't learned enough yet, but for now I had to fix everything manually. Once collisions and sorting were under control, I moved on to bringing the dojo visuals back in. Instead of restoring everything exactly the way it used to be, I wanted to improve the look and give the room more character. I added a brown decorative strip along the wall with shadows, which helped fill the space and made the room feel less empty. I also redesigned the platform where Sensei sits. His area now feels more distinguished and unique compared to the rest of the dojo. On the walls, I centered the katana, added wakizashis on both sides for balance, and brought back the older wall art on the ends. These small details added a lot more personality to the room in my opinion. After that, I added the characters back in. Sensei sitting on his mat, and Kayo, who acts as the assistant and helps teach you. I also gave both of them proper collision so you can bump into them instead of walking straight through them like they're not even there. To finish things off, I updated Saki's movement so she can now move diagonally. It immediately makes walking around feel smoother and more natural, but getting it to work was way more confusing than I expected. I started by removing some of the older code that forced Saki to only move up, down, or sideways, and once that was gone, I tried adding the diagonal animations into the Blend Space 2D. That's where things fell apart. No matter what I did, the diagonal animation just wasn't triggering, and it was a real head scratcher for a while. Eventually, I realized the issue. Because I normalized the movement input, the diagonal values weren't landing on the clean, flat coordinate points I set inside the blend space. The input was landing somewhere in between, which meant the blend space wasn't picking the right animations. On top of that, since I wanted vertical movements to be dominant, that was causing some snapping issues that made everything feel off. Once I adjusted the Blend Space 2D to account for the normalized values and tweaked the layout to support the vertical priority, everything suddenly clicked and started working perfectly. So that's everything we got done for this devlog. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the update or want to follow the development of Project Saki, don't forget to like and subscribe. Next time, we'll be starting work on the tutorial section of the game, so stay tuned.